Hi, folks. Happy New Year and welcome back. I've had a bit of an extended break, so I'm going to do 2 for 1 today for you in the shape of Genku because this is a PM2 card which says when a non token creature dies, create a Cloud Moonfolk token. If you control a card named Cloud Moonfolk, create a Mighty Fox token instead. So, very, very simply, we need to kill 2 things. First one, Genku's going to make a Cloud Moonfolk token. And then since we have that in play, the second one should create a Mighty Fox token. So we'll get to see how that all works. And we will do that by killing our own creatures if we need to. But as long as we kill something and it's non-token, that should trigger Genku. So we've got Genku on the board. We've got a creature down and we're going to Unholy Hunger it. There you go. The reason I'm killing my own creatures is I have been playing Disable on Greg's creatures so that they can sit there and not cause any harm while I get all of this set up. So that's I haven't gone mad. There is good logic behind it. I might have gone mad, I don't know. So here's Cloud Moonfolk. It's rare, it's flying, it's 1/2, it's blue and has the creature type Moonfolk. I think it's the only Moonfolk. At the beginning of your turn, gain X mana. X is this creature's power. Right. They're obviously quite hard to generate. You need to be killing non-token creatures and not have a Cloud Moonfolk on the board. So it's a kind of, you can only ever have one, aren't you? It's Highlander. And its power is 1. So you're basically going to gain 1 mana. So unless you boost it with Banner or something else to boost its power, you're never really going to get that much back from it. But it's still an interesting idea, this thing that creates 2 tokens. And there's the artwork, very kind of Japanese, or is that Chinese style? I'm not that familiar enough with Far Eastern art styles to be able to pick between the two, but it's very, very nice anyway. And this is by Chuck Lukash, who actually made this for Modern Horizons 3. This was just called the Moonfolk token, so our developers have got it a bit prosaic and called it the Cloud Moonfolk, and likewise the Fox was just the Fox, so they've called it the Mighty Fox. Chuck has done a load of stuff, done 100 cards in Magic Puzzle Quest. I'll talk a bit more about them when we have a look at the Mighty Fox. Let's skip forward a few goes to the start of my turn, and let's see if we get some mana. Yes. So you notice by now, Cloud Moonfolk has +2 power, and we got 2 mana at the start of our turn. So what we're going to do now is kill another creature. And Genku should now put the Mighty Fox in play. Let's use Teferi. That's one of my top 5 cards easily in Magic Puzzle Quest. Teferi Vanguard. There aren't many better cards, are there? Or many that caused such a rush to try and get them. I remember people saying, I spent 2,000 gems trying to get this thing because it's a rare, of course, so harder to pull. Right, we've got a creature down. We'll get Unholy Hunger. Good way to use mystical teachings. And we'll get a Sleep with the Fishes. So we'll Unholy Hunger our creature. And Genku should say, I've got Cloud Moonfolk. There we go. We'll make a Fox. And I'll just disable Greg's final creature. So we'll get round to our turn again and have a look at the Fox. Yeah, what are your top 5 cards in Magic Puzzle Quest? Teferi is easily up there. I wouldn't put Omniscience in my top 5. I just think it's, it's just a piece of thing that you use, isn't it? Anyway, here's the Mighty Fox. It's rare. It's 2/2 and white and has the creature type Fox. There are other foxes. And when this creature deals combat damage to your opponent's Planeswalker, reinforce each creature token you control. Now, bear in mind your only other creature tokens right now are going to be Cloud Moonfolk and Mighty Fox. You're not really getting big gains from that. But a beautiful piece of art. And guess what? This, again, is by Chuck Lukash, who also, by the way, did Genku, the card that's generating these tokens. So that's 3 in 1 for Chuck, as well as 2 tokens in this video. Chuck, I said he did 100 cards in Magic. He did the Theros Beyond Death Vanguards that all look like freezes, Ashiok and I think there's a Calyx. They look like murals or friezes on the wall. And all of the event supports in Face the Hydra, the Warrior, Protector, Philosopher, and of course the Hunter. He did all of those as well. And again, in a very similar style. They look like friezes on a wall, chiseled into a wall. Really, really nice bits of arts. But he also did Doubling Season. So he's very present in our current standard as well. So that's Chuck Lukash. And that's the Mighty Fox. Now we need to see that it does what it says, which is reinforce all of our tokens. So I'm going to get rid of that so we don't kill Greg too early. Greg only has 10 life, and I don't want Greg to die before we see our Mighty Fox doing its thing. So let's have a go and let's attack. And when it attacks, it reinforces everything. Brilliant. So Happy New Year again. And that has been Cloud Moonfolk and the Mighty Fox tokens.